Are we doing tonight still or no?
All right, yeah, okay. So let's just go for it. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
What's up?
I was just asking.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? It's okay.
Whoa, it's a little rusty, a little rusty.
It's a little rusty. It's a little rusty. What's up, everybody? It's the TanookiToadTeam here. We got Kyle, aka Mini, Nolan, aka Toast, and James, aka Bit by Bit James, Ice Luigi, and of course me, Tanuki Toad. We're just here talking a little bit about the channel, things we've learned, some takeaways. The channel's ending on June 5th, 2021. It is bonkers. It is crazy. We're going to try to get as many team members in these little team talk chats as we can until the channel, we have to let it go. So how are you guys doing tonight?
Pretty good.
Doing pretty good.
Fantastic.
I ate cheesecake.
The solid cheese.
Yeah, the cheese.
That's good. Did we think we were going to do the channel this long? I didn't think I was going to be doing the channel this long.
Honestly, I didn't really think that much about it. When I was like a wee lad, I was like, I'm gonna go over to Dallin and James's and record videos. But like I didn't have any part in like the technical side. It was just like I went over to your house and played video games and there was a camera going.
And we were talking.
We had the camera on the tripod.
Oh man, the tripod
The
setup.
tripod.
The tripod.
Oh, that's classic.
The books and everything.
Yeah,
Oh,
the books on each leg.
yep.
I still remember recording what was it? Lego Lord of the Rings with James.
That was on James's channel.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah, no, we were on like each level for like an hour.
Oh man, that was bad. And the commentary, oh my goodness. I legit sound so baby.
But like the Rampage videos are so like they're doing so
way.
well.
The Rampage videos are like they're like popping off. It's crazy.
Yeah,
dude,
like
people love
thousands and thousands.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you'd set up like if you had enough subscribers, you probably would make like $1 on that video every 6 months or something. I don't know.
Honestly, like if you committed to the Rampage content, you probably could have gotten pretty far.
Honestly, probably, maybe, dude. Like make videos, all that Rampage, all the games and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like all the Rampage games.
Yeah.
Even get to like the classics, like get like arcades and stuff. That would be
That would be fun.
That would have been interesting.
You like those like Banana Boy just talking about the strats in Rampage?
The Rampage.
Who do you main?
I mean Edwin. Wasn't that the name of the little bad guy? The weirdo bad guy?
Yeah, I don't remember any of them.
I just remember
I just remember
Edwin
what they look like.
and Nick.
Yeah, Nick was like Donkey Kong, right?
Kinda. He's like a skull guy with fire.
Was he? Oh, right. Who was
No,
that?
George was King Kong.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I really like Croc. Croc was pretty cool.
No,
Yeah.
I remember the fire guy. I feel like
I was like, I was like too young.
One of like the
Yeah, I don't.
like
I never
an
actually
octopus.
played Rampage or any of
Yeah.
this. Like I remember a lot of the recordings that we would do though whenever I was younger.
I
It
remember
was a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, I remember. So I remember. It's funny. I remember we were playing basketball one day, and it was me, Dallin. I forgot who else was there. Maybe James was there. I don't know. And Dallin was like, "Dude, we play video games so often," and we were like, "Yeah." And we're like, he was like, "Dude, what if we just like started recording while we were playing?" And I remember like somebody like thought it was like stupid. But then like we started doing it and we all just like fell in love with it. It was almost just like, you know, none of us like thought it was like weird any after like the first or second time. Nobody was like nervous whenever we turned on the camera. It was just, and everything was just natural.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I remember like, you know, that's like almost what, you know, we would do as friends. Like we stopped like, we almost like, that's like all we would do when we would hang out was like, we would come together, we'd go over, record, and then like we'd all go home and like that would be that. And, like, that would literally just be how we would hang out. And you know, obviously after a while, you know, we started like doing more and you know, like started doing more sports and stuff like that again. But I remember for a really long time in my middle school, your guys' high school, a lot of it was we would just go over, record, and we would just go home, and then that was that. It's like, all right, guys, good job today at the office, you know.
Good job at the office.
High fives all around, guys. Good job.
High fives.
Yep.
I remember so clearly like recording and then like realizing that the camera battery had died.
Oh
Being
no!
like,
No!
Yes!
been dead.
Yes!
I remember this one video. Oh man, I think we got like halfway through. It was a Mario Party video. I don't remember like what map or anything, but it was a Mario Party video. And I'm serious, the camera died for like half of the match. And we were like, wait, the camera's not going, guys.
And you look over and you don't see the light on, and you're like,
no, dude.
pause it.
Or the other
or
ones, or the other ones where we'd be playing Smash Bros or something, and mid-match the camera would die, and so we'd have to pause the match.
pause
to go
it.
get new batteries.
Yeah,
We charged a lot of batteries.
We really
because-
did.
dude, we
For
were
a lo-
cycling batteries like crazy.
Yeah, for a long time, we just used the camera for the battery and the video. And then once we got the capture card, we still used the camera as our audio
Yeah.
for the longest time. Yeah.
Yeah. No, and it's
Yeah.
funny because I remember when we would do that. And the thing about it was that it made it so much easier because like you got to remember, we were all in one room playing on one TV where
And we had
there's
to
a just
crowd around this
Yeah,
tripod.
exactly. There's a big tripod in the center with like 4 or 5 guys stuffed in a room that wasn't even that large
It
to
was a
begin
pretty
with.
small room.
I was
Yeah.
about to say, it's already a pretty small room. There was doors in front of the TV, so you got to remember.
Oh yeah,
it's
you
not a lot
couldn't
of
be
room
like
then.
really far over because
Yeah,
of
so-
like the folding doors.
If we could have had a webcam going while we were playing these games, I swear we probably looked so stupid. Like,
Yeah, people didn't see that. So.
no.
The worst thing I think was when the camera would just fall like off of the
Yeah.
books.
Or somebody would bump it,
My
or
heart.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of
or
the
like somebody would bump it and you don't realize, and you go back and you look at the
Oh,
recording and it's
yes.
like
Yes.
it like records like half the screen, and you're like, this is
You're like,
garbage.
no.
Why can't
Oh,
we use it?
garbage.
The definitely the worst moment we had. The worst moment. It was a melee video, and the way we used to play was the first person to go out would give up the controller if there's more than 4 people there, and I think we had like 6. So I went out, and I remember this so vividly. It's like literally happened yesterday. I go out, right? And you gotta remember, I'm like 10. So I'm like, darn it, whatever. And then I get up and I get completely in the shot. I
Oh,
am
yeah.
completely in the shot. And I'm like, oh gosh. And then everyone's like, you got the camera. And it was like, it all became
Oh,
a
yeah,
big
and I
thing.
remember we were trying to like hide our identities, so like
Oh, yeah.
we would like
Yeah.
not say names, and then like I remember I would always be like James, and then everyone would look at me.
No, you're the worst.
Like, oh no,
You said a bad word.
No, dude. Another good moment that I actually just remembered as well is there were times whenever we would like accidentally say the names and we would try to play it off, right? So like
yeah.
I remember one time I said James in a WarioWare video, and he goes, "Why would James Bond be in this video?"
It was
It was
Oh
pretty.
yeah,
man.
James Bond, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that's who we're talking about.
Yeah. That's
It was
something I
so
always
funny.
remember, was like we would be so stressed about saying people's names. And then like Dallin would go through and like edit out all the names he'd like.
Dude,
a lot of work.
dude, those videos used to be so edited because of like the amount of mess ups we would have.
Yeah. You probably
Like, I
spent
felt-
so much time.
I felt terrible for him because that man probably did hours and hours of editing, having to
I
edit
did.
all of that.
Definitely.
And then also the camera would sometimes just like focus in and out.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Or-
the auto.
Or how about the old camera that I think it was my brother brought over, right? Joker.
Oh yeah,
You brought it
yeah.
over, and what it would do is it would have this line go right down the center randomly. It would just be random. It would just go. Woo. It would just go right down the center.
Yeah,
Oh.
All right.
Those-
Sweet.
old TVs.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, I think we talked about some good memories, had some good laughs and everything. So we'll be doing this again next week and just kind of talking about more stuff with the team. Hopefully have the same group, maybe have Mephilis or Bacon Slug or somebody else here. But let's just talk a little bit about some lessons that we learned from doing the YouTube channel. I'll go first if you each want to share a little lesson. For me, I learned that you need to start somewhere with something that you have. For me, it was like with our audio skills and commentary skills, like obviously Mephiles was carrying the channel with his commentary for the first long time. And we were just kind of riding his coattails. And
Amen, brother.
slowly but surely, I was able to
funny.
get some confidence in that area. And so you start with where you're at. We started with a camera and it's a tripod pointed at some TVs. And so like, I've been trying to take that into my life too. You start with where you're at, but you don't intend to stay there. Once we hit 1 year, that was when we were able to get a capture card and slowly upgrow our quality. But you can start really small with where you're at and get a really good feel for it. You know, if we had said, we won't start the channel until we have a really good setup or something, dude, I don't think we would have ever started, ever. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just talking from my experience. But I'm like, I feel like it would have taken us a long time to start. And by then, like 2012 was a great time to start a gaming channel. Like a lot of the people that started around the same time as us are doing really well because they're like more consistent, whatever, at least long term. Thing is with our channel is there's some back and forth. I go on a mission, James goes on a mission.
Yeah, with you and
there's
James
some things that struggles.
we had big empty spots.
Yeah. But that's one big lesson for me is like you can start with something, we can start with barely anything and you can get it to really something awesome and amazing and impact a lot of people. Shout out to all the people who've been watching the channel. Like the channel's made a big impact for a lot of people and we started really small. I mean, there's a scripture in the Book of Mormon. It's like small and simple things, great things are brought to pass. So definitely saw that a lot with the channel, a lot of blessings and benefits, and started with one Pokemon Stadium Melee video where we were just beating each other up and talking.
Yeah. I would say honestly, my journey's been pretty crazy. Because I started when I was like 10. You guys just stuck a camera in front of me, and I was like, "What on earth is this?" Like, it's when you're that age, you don't really know how to act. You don't know what to say. You don't know really anything. And I go back and watch those videos, and it's cringe, but it's also funny to see like how far I've come, because I've literally just, that's all I've done for like most of my life is just create videos in some way or another, whether it was on this channel, another channel, my channel. There's always been videos I've been creating, and it's crazy to go 10 years or 9 years in this case in front of a camera and watch yourself really develop as a person, develop as the content creator. It's really crazy. I would say one of the biggest lessons I've learned would have to be, do what you do because you want to do it, not because you're looking to gain something from it. And I think that's something that or I'm sorry, do something because you want to do it, not because you're looking to get something out of it. You're not going to be able to get everything you're not going to get something out of everything. But as long as you really enjoy doing it, then you should do it anyway. And I think that's something that I've learned where if all of us were looking to make this into a job or something like that, then I don't think we would have ever gotten as far as we did. I think we would all just hated each other, and it would have been a stressful environment. Because I know I talked about it earlier how like we would just go in and hang out and then leave after the videos, but it's like it makes it sound a lot worse than it actually was. It was really a lot of stress, and all of us I think really did enjoy doing it, and I think that's why it was as good as it was, because none of us felt like it was a need. It was just a want.
Yeah, quick side note on that. It gave us a good excuse to hang out. We're like, we're out of this building channel and we're gonna reach out to these people through it. So yeah, absolutely. That's good stuff. James?
It's a good question. So one of the things that I feel like I got a lot from the experience was I did a lot of like the graphics and animation stuff for a lot of our videos, especially while you were on your mission. And I was able to try out a lot of different things and grow as a creative. And that like really helped me a lot, and just figuring out how to do something for an actual product almost, I guess. And then also just like video editing and kind of figuring out what I want to do, because I've been like starting my own YouTube channel now. And it's like semi-consistent uploads. I just uploaded on Wednesday, so
shameless plug.
Aimless club.
So it's just been really cool in that way. And then I also think, yeah, and just learning about the chemistry between all of us, especially when we had like Ezra there, like having all of us there and the chemistry that we just able to feed off of one another, and just having that be something that I want to find throughout my life and work and school, like being in groups where I can grow and learn, and we can really just support each other and like build each other up in that way. So I think that's been really cool. And just, I don't know, it's definitely a different way of spending like your day, like recording videos for video games. So it's a different experience, and I'm really like grateful for that. And it helped me gain a greater appreciation for all the YouTube that I do watch and the work that goes into their videos, and it's ridiculous. So it's just been really cool being able to learn from those experiences. And I love editing to music, like when like music drops a beat or like beats editing to that. One of our videos, I did that a lot, and it was really fun. So I'm kind of a nerd with editing. So yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, one thing that you hit on that I even totally forgot about was just it's something where it was effortless for us. You know, none of us had to sit there and try. It was all just, it was so effortless, and you know, we just did it.
Not much changed really. We just had the camera going. Yeah.
Yep.
And we were trying not to say each other's names.
Yeah, I mean that's literally it though.
That
I mean,
took a lot of effort, I'm gonna be honest.
and it's funny because even then I feel like we almost became who, like, it was like a different persona at first, but then like we almost
Absolutely.
became that person.
Definitely,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was a big point of it for me, because at the time in my life I was pretty negative about life generally, and I wanted to be more positive and optimistic, and saw doing the YouTube channel as a way to help me get out of my shell and stuff. So yeah. Sweet. Well, Mr. Nolan.
Yeah, I guess it's my turn. A really important thing that I learned was that like the TanookiToadTeam channel, it didn't get huge. Like it was solid. It didn't blow up. But that's completely okay, because it taught me that like you don't have to be super huge. You don't have to have, you know, thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of followers and subscribers to like make an impact, to affect people. Because like even just like I don't know how many people like we affected or helped, because I wasn't the one, you know, sifting through all the comments and everything. But like I've definitely heard from you guys is that like we've helped like a lot of people. Like they've come forward and been like, you guys are awesome, you've helped me through these tough times. And it's like, even if we just help one person like who's having a tough time, like we're just having fun, we're just playing games, we just record it. But like it's like the fact that us just having fun and playing games positively impacted someone else, that's really cool. That's like a lot of people don't realize that you don't have to be popular and huge in order to positively impact other people. So that was a cool thing that I learned.
Yeah, that's beautiful, Nolan. That's something I definitely like could say early on in the channel, was like I'm okay with like impacting one person's life in a big way rather than trying to, I don't know. I just feel like we were authentic and we were ourselves. So the people that vibed with us, like it really helped them out. And there's some people that still watch our content and get a lot out of it. And, you know, I'm really glad that we were able to do that. We didn't like curse like crazy or something, you know, to maybe get a bigger audience. That might have worked. I don't know. But we just kind of stuck to our guns. And there was some people that really helped out. So yeah, I think that's awesome. Thank you for sharing.
I would definitely also say, I mean, before Dallin went on his trip, you know, when we were uploading consistently. And
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I would say, I mean, we made some pretty good headway. I would say where we definitely took off was WarioWare. That game, we really grew. I mean, there's a video that had over 10,000 views. Now, granted, it took a while to get there, of course, But I mean, those videos are still getting views today. You know, there's of course, you know, you're not making hundreds of thousands of views, but I mean, you know, I would definitely say, I mean, I don't think any of us thought we were going to get to the point that we did. You know, I think a lot of us just thought, you know, hey, we're going to get like 10 views and, you know, that's going to be cool. But, you know, a lot of us, I don't think we thought we were going to get anywhere to the point where we did.
Yeah.
At least I didn't.
Yeah. Well, I saw us like getting big and making a big impact, but I didn't really see it as big in numbers as kind of Nolan was
Exactly.
sharing. And I feel like this is like a stepping stone and a thing to help us in the future, and just a thing to kind of help us for our next big thing, you know? And so I kind of see it as like, you know, just kind of a stepping stone, a part of the puzzle. And without it, it makes the rest of the journey less cool. But with it, man, the journey is pretty sweet. He's like, you guys did this, you did that, and it's super neat that we were able to be that consistent. For a while, we were uploading 2-3 videos a week, you know, and now there's over 500 videos on the channel, and so it just adds up a lot over time. But yeah.
Man, that's crazy. 500 videos.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I've told people, if you ever want to get to know like me, like way back, just go watch the channel. You're never gonna run out of videos.
Yeah.
500 videos. I mean, like, that's quite a bit of time. And like, I'm pretty sure we tried to keep over like 10 minutes. Is that a thing we tried to do? I don't remember.
I think there's a YouTube guideline for us for a long time that we about 10 to 15-minute videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember trying to keep the videos in like a specific time frame.
Like I think with some of the Mario Party ones, because we didn't want part 3 to be like 28 minutes and then part 4 would be like 10. So I feel like for the finales for Mario Party, we try to make them a tiny bit longer. And yeah, generally I think we try to keep them around the same length.
Yeah. No, it's again one of those things where, you know, you look back on it and, you know, I almost miss it. You know what I'm saying? I almost, you know, miss, you know, going and hanging out with you guys and, you know, recording for 4 hours to get one video done.
Just, you know, couch party.
Yeah. It's again, it didn't even feel like work. It was just, you know, we would sit there and we would get one video done in 4 hours. And it was just like, man,
it was just fun.
That was just fun. Like there was nothing to it, you know. Nowadays, you know, if I got to try to get a video done in 4 hours, it's almost stressful because of like how, you know, how good I want the video to be or anything like that, you know?
Yeah. I think the quality threshold was a lot different back then.
Exactly. You know, it was just, you just stuck a camera in front of us and we just made jokes and then boom, that was it. That's the video. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, oh, we need to make sure the editing is good on it. We need to make sure that, you know, we have this and that and this, you know, I think all of us, our standards went up and, you know, of course that's okay. You know, that comes with maturity and everything. But at the end of the day, it created a situation where it almost did become that stress that we never wanted it to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's really interesting now because I feel like there's been such like what's the word? I can't think of the word. So submersion of just so much super professional content. Like people have become so soaked in it that like right now, saturation. Right now in this time, there's people now that are making videos that aren't super good quality, that they're not worrying about that and they're just being themselves. And they're doing so well because people can relate to that. And I think that's something that we were able to do with our channel. People could relate to it. They were around the same age as us when they were watching it, or a little bit older, a little bit younger, but they could relate to it. And I think that's the biggest thing before like having a super professional color graded like video that you're making sure that you're relating to someone and you're being yourself, because that's what people are going to love the most. I went to an art seminar because I'm an art major right now. And this really cool guy came and talked to us. And one of the things he said was, you are like unique to all the universe because you're like, no one else is like you. You're like genetics, like your DNA, nothing else, like no one even compares to that. And everyone has that within themselves to share with others. So I think that's really cool how we were able to do that.
Yeah, amen. Well, guys, I think this has been a pretty solid convo. I think we'll leave it at that, and we'll be back next week and we can talk a little bit more about maybe some of the struggles and some of the learning opportunities, maybe some of the highlights, because there's definitely still a lot of highlights we could go into. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week, but thanks for jumping on. And for anybody watching, definitely subscribe for more of these talks. I think we'll have a lot of fun with them and be uploading a lot of videos until the channel ends on June 5th, 2021. As far as like reaching any of us outside of YouTube, I do a podcast. James does a channel. Nolan's super chill. You can hit him up on Discord or something. And
Yeah.
Kyle does his streaming and whatnot too. So we'll have links to all that in the
I will start
description.
streaming soon. That's in the works. It is in the works.
In the works.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah, it's in the
definitely be-
works.
It is in the works. So
Sick. Yeah, we'll talk more about that in the future. And I'd love to get back into streaming myself, but it's just trying to prioritize school and stuff right now and getting a better setup instead of a Chromebook. But it's okay because it's one of those things you're in that time of life and you appreciate it while it's here, and there's good and bad, and then you move on, so cool. Well, love you, bros. Thanks for hopping on, and hopefully you can have a bigger turnout next time, but this is still pretty bomb, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah.
likewise.
Yep.
See ya.
You guys
See you guys.
have a great night.
You guys
You
too.
too.
Bye.